Hello everyone, this is Pooka, and welcome to another game I played on the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. This time I'm going to be up against a player we've already seen before, dmaster34. He's got a pretty good Darkrai laser deck, and I'm going to be using my Blastoise Black Kyurem EX deck. We'll see who can come out on top. You know, this was kind of an even matchup before Plasma Storm came out. Now these two decks have a little something to, add into their decks, I guess. So we'll see how both decks are affected with the new set. See if either deck is at an advantage now. So I'm going to start off with two Squirtles and then that Black Kyurem EX. I don't have any energy, but I do have, I have a Skyla, Bianca, and Rare Candy, Blastoise. Really, I have everything except for energy. So I'm going to play the Skyla. I thought about just kind of sitting on my hand and then just passing, making it look like I had a terrible hand. But I decided to Skyla instead. And what do you grab here, honestly? I decided to go for Computer Search just because it looks like the most versatile card. And, I mean, it can get me anything. Really, I'm looking to get a turn 2 Black Ballista with Black Kyurem EX for 200 if possible. I know that's a little far-fetched, but I can dream, right? So I just decided to play the Skyla and pass just because, I can Rare Candy to Blastoise and then Computer Search for whatever, and then Juniper. I'm going to have to dump a lot of supporters really quickly, but, I didn't want to discard them that turn because he could have ended me, and then I would lose a bunch of supporters before I was all set up, so I decided to just leave this the way it is. He played a Hypnotoxic Laser to poison me, and of course, I have now been poisoned. No sleep, though. And I drew a Skyla. Not exactly the greatest card there. I'm going to have to discard another supporter now if I want a Juniper. So I have to think about what do I want to do here. I want a Computer Search, and for what? Do I just grab an energy? Can I grab a Keldeo? And I actually decided to grab a Keldeo because that's going to give me the best chance of putting on some pressure right away. So I grabbed the Keldeo, and now it's do I end or Juniper? He's got 6 cards, but he didn't really do anything the previous turn with them. And so I decided to just go for the Juniper. And now, we're in the weird spot. Black Kyurem EX is very good at knocking out EXs, but it's not worth it if you're just going to knock out normal Pokemon. But I will get a turn 2 Secret Sword with Keldeo EX there. This is the best start you could hope for with Blastoise, outside of, knocking out an EX. Which I could have pulled off if a Darkrai was active, but, no, actually I couldn't, because you can only attach 1 lightning per turn. You can rain down as many water as you want, thanks to Blastoise's Deluge, but you are limited to 1 lightning attachment per turn. All the other energy types, you're still restricted to 1, but waters you can just run wild. So now my opponent puts down 2 more Darkrai's, plays a Skyla, and I'm feeling pretty confident about my position here. As we could see, I have Retrieval, a Lightning, there's 2 water on the Keldeo that I could just retreat off, and then Retrieval, get that Black Kyurem EX up and going, and Black Ballista next turn, and I could knock out a Darkrai. So I am feeling pretty good about my position, definitely. And we will see where this game goes from here, man. Because if Blastoise draws everything every turn, if you just get to use Black Ballista every turn, I don't think this loses to anything. It's just ridiculously strong. Obviously there's stuff like Sigilyph, Plasma Clang that can get in the way of that. And then you'd have to attack with Blastoise. But in general, if you can use Black Ballista every turn, you are going to win every game. I don't see any situation where you don't win if you're able to pull that off. So now I have to decide, what do I want to do here? I could just be content with a Secret Sword for 90 here, and then just attach the Lightning to Black Kyurem EX, see what happens, and that might be what I do. No need to really get greedy, I don't think, and yeah, I'm not even going to play the Colress, I'm just going to Secret Sword for 90, and just be content hitting that Darkrai that I can catch her later. Now we do see Hypnotoxic Laser, he gets Tails again for the sleep, so not staying asleep, I'm happy about that. And in order for him to attack this turn, he's going to need to attach, and then he's going to need a combination of 2 energy switches or dark patches to pull off a Night Spear. He needs 3 energy. He needs 1 energy to retreat his active. and then 2 more to attack. So he really hasn't gotten a nice start here. Knocking out a Sableye turn 2 really does make things difficult on your opponent. And there is that pesky Burbank City Gym, which is going to make the poison do plus 20 damage, so I'm going to take 30 in between turns. And this is really annoying. I would like to get a second Keldeo EX into play so that I can rush in twice and get rid of the poison. But we'll see if I can draw into that. I actually only play 2 Keldeo EX in this deck since it's so more focused on Black Kyurem EX. So that might be a problem here. Now I got some decisions to make. I can retreat, and then retrieval, and then I can rush in, I suppose. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Retreat off the 2 water, retrieval, get the 2 waters back, deluge them back onto Keldeo, and then we'll go from here. And you know what? I have a weird decision. Do I want to play a Chorus and then just try to keep drawing through my deck? Or do I want to just keep my supporters and give myself more options if my opponent ends me? It's a weird kind of thing. You know, playing a supporter there actually might have been better because I would have been able to play out more cards. But I don't know. It's weird. I'm not actually sure which is better there. Keeping your supporter and then having a guaranteed supporter next turn if your opponent doesn't end you, or playing a supporter for potentially drawing more cards that you can play out so that you don't get nailed by a bad end. And, you know, I just got a bad end there. It's not terrible. But all I have is N and a water, so not the greatest either. And I get a Mewtwo. I'm not sure if I should put down that Mewtwo, but oop, almost accidentally Secret Sword. The program got a little glitchy there. But we're going to attach to the Black Kyurem EX. I don't know if I should drop that Mewtwo, honestly. I don't like dropping 170 hit point Pokemon in this matchup anymore, because it's just 30 from Night Spear, and then a Dark Claw, and Hypnotoxic Laser, and you can be knocked out. That is a real bummer, let me tell you. And, yeah, I missed the energy retrieval there, so now I'm just going to have to be content with a Secret Sword for 90, and this is a scary situation. I have 140 damage on my Keldeo EX. There's 40 on the Black Kyurem. He could pull off some crazy catcher play, where he catches up the Black Kyurem EX, and then plays a Hypnotoxic Laser, and then it does 110 plus 30, and that actually knocks out the Black Kyurem EX, and then hits the Keldeo for 30, and knocks out both of my EXs. And he's saying, yep, that would be awesome with a catcher. So you can see just how quickly things can swing and how powerful Darkrai really is. I really think Stadium cards and healing cards will become the norm, just because of how potent this Burbank City Gym and Hypnotoxic Laser combo is, in conjunction with Darkrai's Night Spear. It just seems a little too powerful, to be honest. So you're going to have to start accounting for this somehow. Otherwise you're just going to get run over, like I probably will right here. And, you know, if he had a catcher and a laser, I would be done for. Pretty much. I mean, he would go down to 2 prizes. I would have to draw pretty well to finish off the game. And it just would not be pretty. But as it is, it looks like he does not have the catcher, so he's going to be able to energy switch onto his other Darkrai. I'm not sure why he did that one. That seemed kind of strange. Didn't really get him anywhere. He just kind of wasted an energy switch for no reason. But it might have been a misclick. Who knows? That happens a lot. I do that pretty frequently, to be honest. And now we're going to see what I draw this turn. Now, in a perfect world, I would actually just get a Keldeo EX into play. And go with the Secret Sword. I should Ultra Ball for the Keldeo, but I draw that water, so that makes me rethink my strategy. I'm actually going to decide to attach to the Black Kyurem EX and then Juniper away. I really think I screwed up there, but, you know, I do draw the Keldeo off my Juniper, so that worked out pretty well for me. And we'll see if I can close this out now. I can Retrieval twice. I could, you know, just Black Ballista for a knockout here. It's, I don't know, it's a little risky, honestly. If I do that, then I leave myself open to N, and I have to discard a bunch of energy, and there could be a situation where I just run out of steam and he Night Spears me a couple times and I lose. So I have to decide which one I want to do here. I could Catcher, knock out the fresh Darkrai with Black Ballista, or I can power up my Keldeo EX and go from there. So I still have to play one more retrieval. I just want to put 2 energy on the Keldeo regardless. For N, because I will be taking 2 prizes this turn no matter what. So I need to decide where to put this energy, and I decided to go for the more conservative play. I think we're going to attach all my energy to Keldeo and force my opponent to have more cards. You know, he didn't have that catcher the previous turn. I'm going to Super Odd Keldeo back into my deck as well. We're going to Secret Sword for 90, getting the knockout there. And basically I'm saying, if you don't have a catcher this turn, which I know you didn't have the previous turn, I'm going to win. Because I'm just going to attach 1 energy to Black Kyurem EX, Black Ballista for the win. Also, there's only 70 damage on that Black Kyurem EX, so you're going to need either a Laser or a Dark Claw plus the catcher to knock out that Black Kyurem EX, which is why I took this route. And let's just hope, for my sake, that he doesn't end me. Because I would only get 1 card then, and I'd have to cross my fingers for an energy. I wasn't able to really thin out a lot of cards in this game, which is why that whole dilemma with the playing a supporter earlier came up. And there is a Dark Claw, so if he has a catcher, I am in some major trouble. And there's the computer search. So this is starting to get a little dicey here. Man, what do you do in my situation? This is kind of rough. Now he's going to be able to catcher up the Black Kyurem EX, knock it out, and then hit Keldeo EX for 30, which means he can then, then all we'd need was a laser to knock out Keldeo for game, because there would be 30 on it already. So again, you can just see just how wild these swings are with Darkrai, how much damage it can do so quickly, and it can set up knockouts everywhere, and it's just really difficult to deal with. Even when you get a really fast start with a Blastoise deck. Look at how much I'm struggling to win the game here. And he didn't even end me, and I'm still not in a good position to win. But, you know, maybe that decision to, you know, go with the Russian and Secret Sword instead of catching that bench Darkrai was a mistake. You know, I set myself up for this kind of situation, but I still feel like I'm going to be in a good position to win. I'm going to Skyla here for Pokemon Center. This might seem weird, but I'm going to grab Pokemon Center, which will do 2 things. First of all, it'll knock the Verbank out of play. And second of all, it'll let me heal 20 from my Keldeo, so that takes away his option to do any fancy stuff with lasers. And you know what, I'm just going to rush in, do 90 with Secret Sword, and then I should just be able to do 90 again and win. But he does have a ton of cards in hand, so there is the potential, you know, for him to end me and then attack with that fresh Darkrai, and then if I don't draw catcher, I lose. So there's all sorts of stuff going on. He plays another laser and another Verbank down, so I did dodge defeat there by using the Pokemon Center. I healed that 20 off me, otherwise I would have lost immediately. And now this is just coming down to, can I knock out this Darkrai here? And if I can't, well, I lose. Pretty simple. If I pull it off, then I win. I mean, it's 2 prizes to 1. Pretty straightforward here. He intelligently has not been benching any Sableye or anything like that. So what is going to happen here, guys? I really don't know. He's going to Skyla. What is he going to get? He's going to get a Dark Patch. So he's going to be able to power up that fresh Darkrai, but he won't be able to end me. So I should just be able to catch her and then attach another water after. Well, he didn't even Pokemon Center, so I can just catch her and win. So it looks like I have this one wrapped up. Got another a close victory, but oh, there's a max potion. I did not expect that one, and all of a sudden I am in major trouble. That messed me up a lot. Wow. And what am I supposed to do now? I have a Keldeo with 130 damage on it. I'm gonna have to retreat. I can't leave Keldeo up there, otherwise it just gets knocked out by Night Spear. I cannot knock him out in one hit. What am I gonna do here? I decided to retreat to Blastoise. And I'm gonna catcher up that bench Darkrai and kind of hope he doesn't have an energy. And, you know, I think I probably played this one incorrectly. Probably just should have Ultra Balled for a Black Kyurem EX and then just kind of crossed my fingers like a chorus for 4. But it doesn't matter either way. I think I've lost this game. This is kind of surprising, but it just kind of swung out of control here. And now if he has a catcher and an energy, I have lost. And it just kind of looked like I was going to win, and then all of a sudden a couple cards here and there, and I lose. So go figure. I can Ultra Ball. I should probably play the Ultra Ball. Now I have to decide, do I want to rush in and Secret Sword and hope he doesn't have the energy, or do I want to wait a little longer? You know, I think I probably just should have sat back and waited, but I decided to deluge onto the Keldeo. Well, I don't know. I think what I should do is Ultra Ball for Black Kyurem EX and then just pass, and then just kind of sit on my hand and hope he doesn't have the energy plus the catcher. But if he does, I just lose. So, man, it's a really tough decision here. I'm going to take a look through my discard pile. I see there's a lot of stuff gone. And, yeah, like I said, I think I've actually lost this game. It looked like I was in a firm position to win. Now I just have to hope he doesn't have an energy. And if he does, I lose. That's it, plain and simple. So I Ultra Ball. I'm just going to thin out my deck by a card here. I guess I can grab a Keldeo and rush in. And then just try to top deck something next turn. I was really just trying to play my hand out for N. And, yeah, I'm just going to pass. And, I mean, if he has an energy to retreat, then he can just Night Spear me twice. Or if he has the energy in the catcher, I lose. He says, no, that was a good game. So I think he has it, and there it is. He's going to catcher up the Keldeo EX and knock it out. So well played by dmaster. I was not able to win this one, but it was a very close game. Again, you got to think back to that Black Kyurem EX turn where I didn't play the catcher and Black Ballista for the knockout. But that Max Potion in the end was what got me. And you can see just how powerful Darkrai decks are now that the laser is out. And you got to think that is the deck to beat in this format. So thanks for watching, guys. I am Pooka here from the Top Cut. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.